Hi, I'm Father Rich. I'm an Augustinian who teaches at Providence Catholic High School, and I had the privilege of ministering here at St. Francis on the weekends. It's always a pleasure to be able to share with you a little bit of my journey, a little bit of my faith journey with you. And today I've been asked to talk a bit about gratitude. Now, gratitude sounds pretty easy, but I don't think it's as easy as we think. Gratitude really is about an orientation towards life. It's not as simple, somebody gives you something, you say, gee, thanks. That's not gratitude. Maybe it is, but that's at its simplest form. Gratitude is being open to the power of God's presence in awe, in wonder, and ultimately in humility. You see, at least to my way of thinking, well, let me tell you a story. And you've probably heard me tell you before, but I think it's important that you hear it. There was a big fish and a little fish swimming in the ocean, and the little fish wasn't looking really happy. How you could tell a little fish isn't happy is beyond me, but he wasn't looking very happy. And the big fish looked at him and said, "Little fish, why are you so unhappy?" And the little fish looked at him and said, "I'm looking for the ocean. I can't find the ocean." And the big fish looked at the little fish and said, "Little fish, you're swimming in the ocean. This ocean is all around you." And the little fish looked at him and said, This is just water." And he shook his head and kind of angrily swam away from the big fish, looking for the ocean. Or how about this? On the Navajo reservation, they have a beautiful prayer called the Blessing Way. And it says, "Beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty above me, beauty below me, beauty to the left of me, beauty to the right of me." I'm thinking maybe you're hearing a bit of St. Patrick's breastplate in there as well, the celebration we had yesterday. Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ above me, Christ below me. See, we're swimming in the ocean. That at least makes me pause and be in awe at the power of God's presence in our lives. St. Augustine got it too. He said, "You've made us for yourself, and our heart is restless until it rests in you." He also says, God loves all of us as if we are but one, and each of us as if we're the only one. That reminds me of the psalm, "Lord, I praise you, for I'm fearfully, wonderfully made." I could go on, and you probably don't want me to, but I think you get the picture. You may say, "Well, Father Rich, how does that have anything to do with gratitude?" I think it's what you feel when you say it. I'm hoping you felt a bit of awe and wonder at any one of those things I brought up, any one of those passages. See, gratitude is being open, being amazed, and recognizing that we don't have it all together. In fact, we need, and boy, do our needs embarrass us, huh? I mean, when somebody gives us something, they're saying two things. Here, I'm giving you part of me, because I firmly believe every gift is a symbol of the relationship of the person who gives you the gift. It's a piece of them. And they're saying, I want to be a part of you. But I think the thing itself often says, here, I think you need this. And who of us likes to be needy? You know, I like to be my own person. I like to be able to stand up on my own 2 feet. And I don't want to be needy. But you know what? In the end, we all need. We're all broken. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. But the beauty of it all is we're swimming in the ocean. We're swimming in God. How can we not be awed and amazed at that? This gift that we've been given, this gift of life. Now, I got to be honest, and you know the story. This last year, I had my mom die. This last year, we've been cooped up. This has not been a fun year. And you could say, gratitude, Father, I want to get out of here. But really, gratitude comes even in these times, these broken, hurting times, because then I really get in touch with my humanity, with my humanness. And see, that's humility. Humility comes from the Latin for humus, dirt. Now, I'm not saying that, to say we're dirt. But yeah, I'm saying that we're dirt. Because we're of the earth. We heard that Ash Wednesday, at least in some way, shape, or form. Remember, you're dust, and to dust you're going to return. We're stating facts here, folks. How can you be grateful? Well, I think look around you. I'm even going to suggest that after I'm done, which may not be soon enough for some of you, that you go and find either someone or something that stirs gratitude in your heart. And I think you're going to know what I mean. And I'm not going to say it's always going to be some beautiful picture or image. It may be a painful memory where then you get in touch with who you really are and how somehow you made it through because you're swimming in the ocean, because somehow you recognize Christ before you, Christ behind you, Christ above you, Christ all over you, all around. I can't but be grateful. I can't but say thank you. Now, thank you is different than gratitude. Thank you is the action of gratitude. See, gratitude is this orientation towards life, of being open, being humble, recognizing that I need, and being awed that someone would love me enough to see that and not make me feel awful about what I need, but would give to me in love. And brothers and sisters, what more can we ask for? Or how more can we recognize how good our God is to us and how much we have to be grateful for because of Jesus, his Son? How he sent us this great gift, his Son, to us, to walk with us, to live with us, to laugh with us, to cry with us, to be on the same human journey as all of us, to deal with our brokenness, to remind us who we are, whose we are, to remind us that we are fearfully, wonderfully made in the image and likeness of God. How can we not be grateful? I'm not saying we're going to be happy all the time either, folks. Gosh, my students wouldn't know what to do if Father Rich were happy all the time. But the real point is, I'm in awe at what God can do, whether it's in the struggling student who's coming to me or my own struggles with my relationship with God or my brothers or even my family. See, gratitude, again, is not just feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. It's allowing ourselves to be changed. It's being open to what God gives us. And I believe God doesn't give us arbitrarily. Again, we swim in the ocean. God loves each of us as if we were the only one. I hold on to that, brothers and sisters. I hold on to that, especially during Lent, especially during this time of pandemic, especially during these difficult times. We may say it's hard to be grateful, but I actually think this is easier to be grateful during these times because we get in touch with that brokenness, which leaves us open to God's healing hand. What more could we ask for? All I can do is be grateful. No, my yammerings, they probably are, and I hope you followed some train of thought in this. But ultimately it comes down to Eucharist to me. Eucharist is acting out our gratitude. Eucharist, for me, the most beautiful part of Eucharist is when I get to give the body and blood of Christ to somebody whose hands are out like this, almost like a beggar saying, I need you, Lord. I can't do anything without you, Lord. Here we are, grateful and needy at the same time. And we have a God who understands. A God who says, I give you me fully. So as we go forward in this Lenten journey, maybe we need to take time. And I encourage all of us to take time to reflect upon all the events in our lives that have somehow reminded us of our need. And not with some sort of shaming like you are less than, you're no good, but especially by those who love us, who reveal to us the love of God, who say, I see what you need, and it's okay that you need. And I may not be able to fill it fully, because only God can do that. But I'm here for you. I'm here with you. I'm here to walk this journey together. So as we go forward during this Lent, moving into the Paschal season, the beautiful season of Christ's death and resurrection, I pray that we can have an attitude of gratitude, that we can orient ourselves to openness to God's love and healing. Thank you.